Aging is inevitable. It's part of the beautiful cycle of life. Yet how we age, how we feel, how we look, and how functional our bodies remain can be significantly influenced by the choices we make every single day. And one of the most powerful influences is something many of us overlook: the food on our plate. The phrase, "you are what you eat," may be overused, but it carries a truth that becomes more profound as we age. In this video, we're going deep into the world of nutrition to explore the foods that support aging gracefully. Not just by making you look good, but by keeping your brain sharp, your heart strong, your bones sturdy, your energy high, and your body resilient. This isn't about a diet. It's about a lifestyle built around nourishing your body with what it truly needs to thrive at every stage of life. Let's begin by understanding why food matters more than ever as we age. As we grow older, our bodies naturally begin to experience a decline in cellular repair, a slowing metabolism, and changes in hormone levels. These changes can lead to increased inflammation, loss of muscle mass, bone density reduction, and greater risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. But here's the empowering part. Many of these age-related changes can be slowed down or even reversed with the right diet. So what makes a food anti-aging or graceful aging friendly? It's not about fads or miracle superfoods. It comes down to nutrients, powerful compounds like antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, fiber, and healthy fats. These nutrients help your body fight off free radicals, reduce inflammation, maintain healthy cell function, and support your organs, including your skin, brain, heart, and bones. Let's dive into the first group of powerful anti-aging foods: leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and arugula. These greens are nutritional powerhouses packed with vitamins A, C, E, and K, along with fiber and minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron. Vitamin K in particular plays a crucial role in bone health and blood clotting. The antioxidants in leafy greens help protect your cells from oxidative stress, a key contributor to aging. Leafy greens are also linked to better brain health. Several studies have found that people who eat leafy greens regularly have a slower rate of cognitive decline. A simple salad a day or a handful in your smoothie can be a powerful defense against age-related mental decline. Next, let's talk about berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. All of them are rich in antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which give them their vibrant color. These compounds fight inflammation and protect your brain. Research shows that berry consumption is linked to improved memory and slower cognitive aging. Berries are also low in sugar compared to many other fruits and high in fiber, making them excellent for gut health, which plays a massive role in immunity and inflammation. Now let's move on to one of the healthiest fat sources on the planet: avocados. Rich in monounsaturated fats, avocados support heart health and help maintain healthy cholesterol levels. They also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that are particularly beneficial for eye health, protecting against age-related macular degeneration. Plus, their creamy texture makes them a satisfying and nutrient-dense alternative to less healthy fats. Another fat-rich food that deserves a place on your plate is nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, and sunflower seeds are all excellent sources of omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and antioxidants. Walnuts, for example, are known to support brain health and reduce inflammation. Almonds are high in vitamin E, which supports skin health and elasticity. Chia seeds are packed with omega-3s and soluble fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and keep you feeling full longer. One of the most underappreciated anti-aging tools is beans and legumes. Lentils, black beans, chickpeas, and kidney beans are loaded with plant-based protein, complex carbohydrates, and fiber. They're great for your heart, support steady energy levels, and help maintain muscle mass as you age. Plus, they have a low glycemic index, meaning they help keep blood sugar levels stable, reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome, two conditions that become more common with age. Speaking of proteins, fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout, are among the most powerful anti-aging foods. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support brain function. Regular consumption of fatty fish has been associated with a reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease and age-related cognitive decline. Omega-3s also help maintain skin elasticity and hydration, keeping your skin looking youthful. Aim for 2 servings per week to get the full benefits. Now let's explore whole grains, like quinoa, oats, brown rice, and barley. Unlike refined grains, which have had much of their nutrition stripped away, whole grains are rich in fiber, B vitamins, and important minerals like iron and magnesium. Fiber is essential for digestive health, but it also plays a critical role in heart health and blood sugar control. Whole grains help reduce cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and improve gut microbiome diversity, key elements in healthy aging. Next up, fermented foods, like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso. These are rich in probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support gut health. Why does gut health matter for aging? Because your gut is deeply connected to your immune system, your mood, and even your cognitive function. An imbalanced gut can lead to systemic inflammation and a weakened immune response. Including fermented foods regularly can help maintain a balanced microbiome, which is one of the foundational pillars of vibrant aging. Let's not forget colorful vegetables, like bell peppers, carrots, beets, tomatoes, and sweet potatoes. The pigments that give these vegetables their color are often powerful antioxidants. Lycopene in tomatoes helps protect the skin from UV damage. Beta-carotene in carrots supports eye health and immune function, and anthocyanins in beets support circulation and reduce blood pressure. Eating the rainbow isn't just for looks, it's a science-backed strategy for longevity. Let's pause here and take a moment to connect the dots. What do all these foods have in common? They're nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory, and rich in fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants. They don't just target one aspect of aging, they support every system in your body, from your heart and brain to your skin and joints. But here's the thing. How you eat matters just as much as what you eat. In cultures with the highest rates of healthy aging, places like Okinawa, Sardinia, and Ikaria, their diets aren't based on processed foods or restrictive rules. They eat slowly, mindfully, and with community. They prioritize fresh, seasonal, local ingredients. They often eat smaller portions, stop eating when they're about 80% full, and include lots of herbs, spices, and plant-based meals. And speaking of herbs and spices, let's end part 1 with some of the unsung heroes of graceful aging, culinary herbs and spices. Turmeric is a standout. Its active compound, curcumin, is a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant that's been linked to reduced risk of heart disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's. Ginger aids digestion and also has strong anti-inflammatory properties. Garlic supports cardiovascular health, lowers blood pressure, and boosts immunity. Even cinnamon has been shown to help regulate blood sugar levels. These ingredients don't just add flavor, they add life-extending properties to your meals. Let's begin by expanding our list of healthy foods with a few more all-stars, starting with cruciferous vegetables, like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. These are rich in compounds like sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol, which have powerful detoxifying and anti-cancer properties. They also support liver health and help the body eliminate toxins efficiently, which becomes increasingly important as we age and our detox pathways slow down. Cruciferous veggies also support estrogen balance, which is especially beneficial for women going through menopause. Another important food group that often flies under the radar is mushrooms. Not only are mushrooms a great source of fiber and B vitamins, but they also contain ergothioneine, a powerful antioxidant that supports cellular protection. Varieties like shiitake, maitake, and reishi are known for their immune-boosting and anti-inflammatory properties. Lion's mane, in particular, has shown promise in supporting cognitive function and even stimulating nerve growth factor in the brain. Next, let's talk about sea vegetables. Yes, we're talking seaweed. Seaweed like nori, wakame, and dulse are incredibly rich in iodine, which is essential for thyroid health. A well-functioning thyroid keeps your metabolism in balance, supports energy levels, and even influences mood and brain clarity. Sea vegetables are also a good source of calcium, magnesium, and iron, and contain a unique type of fiber that supports gut health. One of the biggest concerns with aging is bone health. While calcium is important, the body also needs magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin K2, and boron to actually absorb and use that calcium effectively. This is where foods like sardines with bones, edamame, bok choy, tofu, and chia seeds come into play. They're rich in the right combination of nutrients that support bone density and strength. Now let's shift gears and talk about hydration. Often overlooked, hydration is critical for aging gracefully. As we age, our sense of thirst decreases, making it easier to become chronically dehydrated without realizing it. Dehydration impacts everything from skin elasticity and kidney function to cognitive clarity and joint mobility. Water is the primary transport system in our body. It helps move nutrients to where they're needed and flushes out toxins. But hydration doesn't come only from water. It also comes from high water content foods like cucumbers, watermelon, celery, oranges, and lettuce. Herbal teas, especially those made from hibiscus, chamomile, or ginger, can also be hydrating and therapeutic. A good rule of thumb: if your urine is pale yellow, you're likely well hydrated. Now, a question I hear often is, should I be taking supplements as I age? The answer is, it depends. Food should always be your primary source of nutrients. However, certain nutrients become harder to get from food or harder to absorb with age. For example, vitamin B12 absorption decreases with age, so supplementation might be necessary, especially for those over 50. Vitamin D is another common deficiency, particularly for people who get limited sun exposure. Omega-3s, magnesium, and probiotics are also common supplements that can support graceful aging when used responsibly. Always consult with a healthcare provider before starting supplements, especially if you're on medication. But when used wisely, supplements can help fill in nutritional gaps and support optimal aging. Next, let's talk about meal planning and lifestyle integration, because it's not just about knowing what's healthy, it's about making it doable and sustainable. Start by simplifying your meals. A healthy plate doesn't have to be complicated. Think in terms of the balanced plate. Half your plate filled with colorful vegetables, a quarter with clean protein, like fish, tofu, or legumes, and a quarter with whole grains or starchy vegetables. Add a healthy fat source like avocado, nuts, or olive oil, and you've got a powerhouse meal. Batch cooking can help make this easier. Prepare staples like quinoa, roasted veggies, lentil soup, or grilled salmon in advance, so you always have a healthy base to build meals from. Keep your fridge stocked with pre-washed greens, berries, and fermented foods to make healthy snacking easier. Let's not forget about snacking, a common source of poor food choices. Replace processed snacks with nutrient-rich options. Try hummus with sliced bell peppers, a handful of walnuts and dried blueberries, or Greek yogurt with flax seeds and cinnamon. These snacks satisfy cravings while still supporting your body's aging process. Another pillar of graceful aging is consistency. Eating well once in a while isn't enough. What you do consistently, day in and day out, is what shapes your health. That's why it's better to eat mostly well with occasional indulgences than to try extreme diets you can't stick to. Consistency beats perfection every time. Let's now take a moment to talk about joy, because aging gracefully isn't only about physical health. It's also about emotional vitality and enjoying life. Food is one of life's pleasures. Find joy in cooking meals you love, trying new recipes, and eating in good company. Studies consistently show that people who eat meals with friends and family experience better health and greater longevity. And then there's movement. While this video focuses on food, it would be incomplete without mentioning the role of physical activity. Exercise and nutrition go hand in hand when it comes to aging well. Resistance training helps preserve muscle mass, balance exercises reduce the risk of falls, and cardiovascular movement keeps your heart strong. Even gentle movement, like walking, stretching, or dancing, can profoundly impact mood, metabolism, and mobility. Let's wrap up by coming full circle. Graceful aging isn't about avoiding aging. It's about embracing it with vitality. The right foods won't stop time, but they will help you feel younger longer. They'll help you protect your brain, nurture your gut, strengthen your bones, and support your heart. They'll give you energy, keep your skin glowing, and reduce your risk of disease. Remember, aging is a gift. It means you're alive. And every time you choose to nourish yourself with intention, you're giving your future self a better chance at joy, mobility, and independence. So whether you're in your 30s, 50s, or 70s, it's never too late or too early to make food your ally in the aging process. Start with small changes. Add a green smoothie to your morning. Swap sugary snacks for berries and nuts. Cook with more turmeric and ginger. Hydrate consistently. And, most importantly, enjoy the journey. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into healthy foods that support aging gracefully. If you found value in this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth guides to living your healthiest, most vibrant life.